Hello, hello, my darlings. Now, some of yous have been asking me if I'm already packed and ready to go and or how you can help keep the word out there. And so real quick, I'm going to point you towards the screen recording I just put on my Sky That Is Blue, which is linked to my Sky That Is line, of one of the 60-minute stories that the Stench administration does not like, where they pretty much verify that so far out of everyone they've sent to the bye-bye camp in El Salvador, maybe a dozen are actual persons with violent criminal histories either in or outside of the states. Maybe 12. Maybe. Okay. Out of everyone, I think they said about 22% had some kind of record. Most of those were nonviolent. So like petty theft sort of things. Okay. Not a big deal. A dozen had actual violent crimes, and 75% have nothing at all. No record in or outside of the states. No record in the states or in their home country. So naturally, our government is lying, and because they're all brown, they're all criminals. They must all be violent, dangerous, gang-related criminals of some kind. So you realize now, because we have narcissists running the show, that narcissists don't make mistakes. Okay? When a narcissist packs you up and sends you away, they're not going to say whoopsies. They're going to say they must have deserved it anyway. And I also want you to pay attention that they're doing the same thing they do to us. You know how we're all crime-ridden thugs and looters? Anytime they want to justify how they treat us, that's happening to all the Browns. They're all crime-ridden gang members. And that categorization is going to keep rolling downhill. So once it's done with them and once it's done with the next one and the next one, it will be you too. And so now we'll circle back to the how you can help and all that sort of thing. You can get the people whose heads are in the sand. You can wake them up and shake them out. Because darling, I've noticed a lot of, particularly it's these men or these men who could pass or men who wish they were a member of this. Because remember, I have my mustache man empathizing, very brown Asian friend who now identifies as a white man because of this regime when he is not white passing at all, not even close. So those are the ones going, if it all burns down, so be it, because they think that they are not included in the all burning down. I've got a friend that's their entire income is VA benefits. That's it. They don't work. They refuse to work. And they're like, if it all falls apart, oh, well, guess that's what's meant to happen. I'm like, you do realize that means your check will stop coming, right? Like you think it's the world burning around you, but you're safe and your check is guaranteed for life. Okay, I know people whose checks have already been stopped. But since it didn't happen to you, you think I'm lying and it's fake news. Like literally, I don't believe that. It didn't happen to me, so I don't believe it. My friends are having their Social Security messed with. Well, I haven't seen no one in my circle, so I don't believe it. I think you're making it up. I think it's your algorithms. Those people. Also, the people who tested for Stein or sat this one out because of their convictions, who are now looking around and going, you know what? I think I'm going to move my family to Switzerland. Like, no, you should have to stay here. Okay. If you either voted for it or you sat this one out, you should have to stay and clean up the mess. You don't get to pack up and run away from the mess that you helped. You helped it. Okay. Call it out. And now as for if I am packed, darling, I'm not packed, but a plan B is something everyone should have, especially if you're one of the marginalized communities that they will be coming for, which is essentially everyone that isn't a white steeple people Chad. Okay. If you are not one of those, you should be preparing. And for the folks that are just like, we're cooked and we're doomed and okay. I mean, you are, because you're literally just sitting in the pot. You're like holding the carrot and the celery and the potato like, oh, well, guess we're stew. I'm ready to be cooked. Like this is, these are the people that are going to build the country back with their bare hands, huh? The ones that are like, make stew of me. I'm not even going to try. It's not funny. I'm sorry, it's not funny. I just see so many of them. Oh, we're cooked. Like, okay, I'm glad you want to be eaten. It is a privilege to be able to say, okay, you know what? Yeah, I'm just going to pack up my family and we're just going to disappear to another country and screw this. Like, I wish it was that easy, but it's not. I encourage everyone to have a plan B. Yes, I am a woman of color that does not speak in favor of the regime. I've got all kinds of marks all over me. I am definitely one of the people that will probably need to go for their own safety as this thing rolls forward. And that's something, will I be able to do it? I don't know. know. I've had a recurring nightmare my whole life where the world is ending, and every time I heed the warning and leave, I survive. But I always stop and look back and go back to save like my mom and my siblings. And every time I go back, I die. I save them, but I die. If I leave when I see the signs coming, I make it. And I'm like, I've had that dream my whole life, and I'm sitting here going, huh, was that dream this? Shit. I hope not. Oh my gosh. So yes, the 19th people, the 19th, we want it bigger than the last one, bigger than the last one. And if it helps to say, to also roll in there that we're marching for these innocent people that are being sent to you know what camps, while our government plans on sending citizens next, ones they don't like, heinous crimes, which you know just means not wearing the gold pin. That not being a loyalist will be the heinous crime that can send you to the bye-bye camp. Okay? Yeah. So what you can do to help is to stay fucking loud, to call those people out. Be very loud. Be just as loud as if you were unhappy with the service at a restaurant. Okay? That's what you can do.